Hello and welcome back to Rose Field. I'm Logan Rose alongside Brody Livingston. And we're here for the second playoff matchup of the year between the Eastern Extreme and Arctic Altitude.
Yeah, the winner of today is going to be facing the Western Wolves in the next round, and the loser will be facing the Desert Diamonds.
And the big story today is no Blum for the Altitude. Tough drive out from California, but they will have Joey, Braden, and Sean against Brody, Barrett, and Reed.
Yeah, and for the Eastern Extreme today, we're just looking for our first playoff history win. Never gotten one, but hopefully we're getting one today.
Yep, so that's it. Let's go to game one.
It's playoff time at Rose Field on this blustery August afternoon in this playoff contest between the Eastern Extreme, 10-5 on the year, the number 2 seed against the 9-6 Arctic Altitude. And that's it. Green was late on that pitch. Another good look. Drops even lower on that one. Quick pitches them, and down go the Altitude. A quick first inning, 3 straight strikeouts for number 22. We go to bottom of the first, tied at 0. Joey Jankowski's going to take the man for the Altitude in the absence of Jackson Blum. Comes back with a beautiful pitch at 75. This game could not have started any better for Joey Jankowski. Full count now to Umar. Bottom of 1. Oh, just missed outside. Good job by Umar to lay off a tough pitch. 1 out. Bottom of 1. 2-inning games. Oh, and Jankowski goes back to the changeup. Umar still on first, 2 outs. Jankowski going to... Oh, right up the middle. He's got a ball. Oh, and he throws it away. Out of play. What's the ruling from Commissioner Rose? Second and third. That's the danger for a pitcher. You want to hold multiple balls in your hand. It's going to cost you in the field. 3-2. Can Jankowski get out of the jam? Yes, he does. What a first inning from Jankowski, who's not pitched a lot in the last couple of years, but looks sharp here in the first inning. Perfect location from Livingston, and that's 4 straight strikeouts to start the game for the Southpaw. Oh, and Jankowski swung at a ball, but he's got that short porch and right. What can he do? Oh, and he almost took one out there. Just missed it. Knew it was coming, jumped on it. Oh, and he does it again to Umar, who makes the play in right. That's it for the Altitude. Lewis with 2 great swings. Either of those could have gone out. Instead, it's just a pop out. And we go to the bottom of the last when only one team can win. Just missed. That's a walk. Still only 2-2 in the count. What was that? This sinker that we haven't seen all game long. What a clutch pitch from 16. Jankowski throws a good pitch, but just misses inside. And it's first and second now. Oh, and he wants that one back. Look at Umar. If this were baseball, Umar would get drilled right in the dome on his next at bat. Instead, this is big league wiffle ball. Oh, and what a beautiful pitch from Jankowski. Umar was saying curve. Jankowski changed it up, gave him like a knuckle screw, and we go to extras here in game 1. good first game between these two excellent teams. Swings at ball 3. Ahead in the count 1-2. And that's it. Down go the Altitude. We go to the bottom of the 3rd in a real pitcher's battle between Livingston and Jankowski. Bottom of the 3rd. Gets him to chase. Down goes Umar, and up steps Barrett Livingston. Extreme now with 2 men on. And that is ball 5. The Altitude with their backs against the wall. Jankowski talking to his teammates, taking his time. Full count now. It comes down to this pitch. Umar versus Jankowski. Game on the line. Oh, and he just missed upstairs. What a great pitching performance from Jankowski. But it's all for naught as the Extreme capture game 1, 1-0 in a hard-fought game. We'll see you soon for game 2. The Altitude of the home team, so Brody Livingston will lead it off for the Extreme. And that's it. Nice job by Jankowski. Continues to throw a lot of strikes. Look at Umar. Oh, Lewis makes the play in right. Good job by Umar. And the Altitude throw it around the horn. Nice job, and down goes Livingston, and that's it for the Extreme. Nice job by the Altitude. We go to the bottom of the 1st, tied at 0. Oh, and he took a little something off. Green goes down again. But Jankowski pops it up. Oh, there's confusion. But Umar with a nice play and left. Good communication. Oh, gives him a different look. But Lewis doesn't take the bait. We're going to see if Sean Green can get on track here. 1-1, 2 outs. Oh, and Green rips one off Umar. Lewis does not seek to go. What just happened? Wow. Umar stood in the way of one of the hardest hit balls we've seen all year at Big League Wiffle Ball. Just when he thought Sean Green, it was not his series, he almost won it. Good first inning here in game 2. He goes wide. What a pitch from the left-hander. The Altitude do not take advantage of the hardest hit ball of the series by Sean Green. Right up the middle. Nice job by Jankowski. Nice job by Lewis. And they get Livingston at first. And that's it for Umar. And that's it. Bye-bye, Eastern Extreme. We go to the bottom of the last where the only team that can win, the Arctic Altitude. The dangerous Braden Lewis set to lead off for the Arctic Altitude. They put Umar in right and shift. Oh, and did he just win it? He did! It's a walk-off for Braden Lewis. You felt it coming. You knew it was at hand. It was a tidal wave waiting to happen. Braden Lewis ends game 2. What a series between the Altitude and the Extreme. Oh, my. Oh, and did he just win it? Yeah! It's a walk-off for Braden Lewis. You felt it coming. Here we go. Game 3. What a series it's been. Game 1 dominated by pitchers. Game 2 ended with a home run. After the heroics, the theatrics of Game 2, who wants it more? Ooh, Lewis was all over it, but just missed that one. Oh, that's a fair ball! Green beats it out! Oh, my! And down goes Jankowski. Lewis puts it in play to Umar, who gets him out at first, continues his stellar defensive play. The Altitude are tracking Livingston, but nice defense by the Extreme. We go bottom of the first for the 2 seed, still tied at 0. Pulls it fair. That's an infield. Did he touch him? Did he get him? No, he didn't. Big advantage to J squared. Good pitch around the zone again. Down goes Umar. Down goes Livingston. Jankowski with a shocking, surprising, impressive, almost dominating performance on the mound here throughout this series. 74, down go the Extreme. We go to the top of the last. Tied at 1 game, tied at 0. We've got drama here at Rosefield. Lays off the pitch. Quick pitch is Jankowski. He goes down. 4-0 now. The Altitude. Walking Lewis. Oh, and he hits one to Umar. Umar, does he get Jankowski? Does he get him? What's the ruling? Integrity on the field, as there is no force out or tag. That loads the bases. Good job by Umar to get it clean. Nice base running by Jankowski, who was alert at second. And we have one of those moments that big league wiffle ball often brings to you. Bases loaded, 1 out, game 3, in what would be a big upset of the Altitude versus the Extreme. Oh, and that's up the middle. That's at least a double. That is no play, but it's a 2. That is, puts his hands up. That's a double from Jankowski. Puts the Altitude ahead 2-0. We remind you, this could be the second biggest upset in big league wiffle ball history if the Altitude are able to finish this game off. Jankowski with a big hit. What a day he's had on the mound. 1-2. 1 out, second and third. Lewis up the middle, and oh, and they don't make the play. Into the bushes it goes. The Altitude take a 4-0 lead. Confusion in the field for the Extreme. They were in control after game 1. Braden Lewis shook up the series, and the Altitude are now leading 4-0 with 1 out, and Lewis on first. Down he goes. Livingston stops the bleeding, at least for a moment. The hero at the plate of game 3 so far steps into the box. It bit right back up the middle. Oh, and Livingston doesn't make the play. We saw it in game 1 when a pitcher has balls in the hand. Can be tough to make a play. First and second now. Lewis looking to put this game away. What a pitch by 22. He knows what the team faces now, a 4-0 deficit with Joey Jankowski throwing well on the mound. We go to the bottom of the last of game 3. Can Jankowski keep it going on the mound? Oh, and good job by Umar. Was that outside the zone? The commissioner has ruled. Look at Umar providing the spark for the Extreme. Nice job by number 7. Oh, Barrett Livingston third. Barrett Livingston comes through when his team needs it the most. Rip City. That's not Portland. That's Rosefield right now. He spikes it. Bases are juiced. Nobody out. 1-2. And that's it. Punches out Umar on a tough pitch from 16. 1-2. 1 out. Bases juiced. And down goes number 8. And here is the matchup fans around the world with the game on the line have been waiting for. The Altitude engaging in a risky strategy, walk in a run by intentionally passing Brody Livingston. Jankowski on the mound to Umar. Oh, and Jankowski walks in the second run of the inning on a full count. What a moment for big league wiffle ball. What a moment for Barrett Livingston. What a series between the 2 seed and the 3 seed. Full count, 2 outs. Oh, and Jankowski just misses by inches upstairs. And you wanted it, we have it. 4-3, 2 outs, bases juiced. Brody Livingston has already been walked once. He cannot be walked again, even if the Altitude wanted to. That's it! That's the ball game! The Extreme ended on a walk-off triple. They win the game 6-4. That's as good of an inning as you're ever going to see in wiffle ball anywhere. What a job by the Altitude. What a comeback for the Extreme. One of the biggest and best we've ever seen in big league wiffle ball history. Congratulations to both teams on an incredible series. We'll see the Eastern Extreme take on the Western Wolves in the semifinals, as the Arctic Altitude will fall into the bracket and take on the Desert Diamonds to keep their playoff hopes alive. We'll see you soon for more big league wiffle ball action.
I'm here with the Eastern Extreme, who just completed arguably the biggest comeback in big league wiffle ball history in the playoffs to secure their spot in the semifinals. What was the hope like in that locker room, down 4-0 going into the bottom of the last?
I mean, you can see like the frustration inning for the previous half inning, me yelling and all that. I played horrible, so it was big that these guys came up. So I'm really gonna take this one, not necessarily as like a win, as definitely like an opportunity. I need to improve. I need to help the boys out. 5 runs in 3 games, not good. So
I think Joey he just got unlucky. I mean, he played a really good game, and the walks were crucial. Barrett hit a double that was super, helpful. So yeah, that was just a crazy game.
Yeah, good job by Joey. Tough situation without Jackson today, but he pitched well. Next week we'll have Diamonds Altitude here on YouTube, and we'll see you then.